Hey guys, well as you can see, we've got a new tool in the shop. This is a General International 4-inch benchtop bandsaw. Well, here recently the prices of aluminum have been going up. I was using Xometry for a while, but unless you're getting a full stick anymore, it's just too expensive. It was really convenient at one time to have them cut everything to size, and when they first came out they were even offering free shipping. And the prices were excellent, but here lately I don't know what's gone on at Xometry, but unless you're buying a full stick, it's just really too expensive. So I've been buying all of my stuff from Stoner Tools on eBay. He does a really good job of getting me material in time. However, they're not always cut to size, so I have to cut the material down myself. So I really needed a bandsaw. However, I have very limited space, and I wasn't able to get a full, say, 4x6 bandsaw. And so I decided to look for something that was a little bit better than my portable band. However, something that maybe I could turn it on and kind of let it cut itself. So I was looking at these 4-inch benchtop models. Now this one is General International, but they're made by Klutch. There are quite a few makers of these portable bandsaws out here. This one happened to be one of the cheapest ones. It was $2.99 off Amazon, and I'll throw a link in the video description. Looking at the pictures, they all appeared to be very similar in construction. They all have got a steel base. Although this is pretty thick gauge, it is a stamped steel base, and cast vise, and all of this is cast, which makes for a pretty sturdy construction, and it feels pretty stiff. I'll probably have to loosen that up if it's gonna have any chance of working by itself, I'm not even sure if it will cut by itself on its own. However, we're going to take a look at it, and hopefully this will help cut stock a little bit more efficiently. So this is what I've been using to cut stock on. This is a old converted miter saw. This one was made in 1991. It's real old, and the bearings are just shot in it. So it's time to replace it. And it's really a mess when you use a chop saw to cut aluminum, because shavings get everywhere, and that's something that I was trying to avoid. So mostly I've just been, if I'm not in a hurry, I've just been using a portable bandsaw. Now this portable bandsaw that I got from Harbor Freight, it actually works really well and does a really good job. However, you can't really cut accurately with it because, you know, there's human error. You're having to hold this, especially for thick material, for long periods of time, and you get a little bit of blade wobble. I mean, I can cut fairly accurate. It's not as accurate as a stationary bandsaw would be. So today we're going to get the new bandsaw in here. We're going to get rid of this old miter saw. As you can see, I don't have much space here to put a bandsaw. I could remove my workbench and maybe put a floor model this way, but in order to cut stock, I'd have to turn it. My shop is very small, so I'm in the doorway right now, so you can see it's not very small, very large area to be working with. And if I put a big 4-inch by 6-inch bandsaw across there, then it pretty much gets rid of that bench, and I'd rather have the bench. With limited space, I thought this was either keep using the portable bandsaw or go with something like this, a benchtop model. So that's what I've decided to do. We're going to get it out, get it on the bench. We're going to take a close look at it. Alright guys, so I've got the saw up on the bench here, and it fits just perfect. So I'm really happy with the overall size of this. Portable bandsaw that I had, the blade on it was 44 7/8, and I believe this one is 52 1/2. And as you can see, the saw is actually a little bit bigger. Now this style here, I thought more resembled like a 4x6 Harbor Freight bandsaw, just on a smaller scale. So that's exactly what I was looking for, and I think this is going to work out just fine. as I said, these are made in several brands. Win makes one, Klutch makes one, Grizzly has something like this. This was $2.99 and the others were more expensive, so I thought I'll give this a shot. You know, a lot of times looking on the advertisements, you can look at the photos and see some of the detail, and you can tell that they're pretty much the same saw, just rebranded. So I thought I'd just take a chance. And so this General International, it looks to be a pretty good quality machine. It feels nice and tight. So it has a torsion spring down here in this housing, and that keeps it up. So in order to operate it, you just turn it on at the base here, and now it's powered on. And then to actually turn the saw on, you just pull the trigger and release. The vise opens up to about 4.5 inches. However, it hits this guide down here, and so you can only get about 4 1/4 piece of stock. This piece of stock right here is 4 inches, and it easily fits in here. And let me get this all the way open. So this vise is all the way back. Let's see. So yeah, that's about 4 3/4 opening actually. But as you can see, when it comes down, it hits the guide here. Or actually hits the saw right there. So to get it to clear, go all the way down. There we go. Alright, so get it to clear. Maximum there. Let's see what that is. Maximum clamp is about 4.5. 4.5 it looks like. You could get a 4.5 inch piece of stock in there. On the vertical, that's a 4 inch piece of stock. That's a 6 inch piece of stock. Let's see if there's any kind of... So it's going to hit right there. So let's see. So you could probably get 4.5 there as well. So I would say that it's safe to say that you could cut a 4.5 inch piece with this particular bandsaw. So it feels really good, and I think it's going to do the trick. Now, my portable bandsaw, you can see, is quite a bit smaller. So it is a little bit bigger than like a Portaband. So if that's what you're using to cut most of your metal, then this will probably work out good for you. But really, we don't really know until we start cutting. So let's just do a cut here and see. Now this is straight out of the box. I haven't done any kind of tweaking or anything like that. So let's just see what it does, like straight out of the box. There was a procedure, I think, in the manual for like blade running or something, but we'll just run it. Nobody really follows those instructions anyways, right? So I'm pretty close to the line right there. So let's just see what she'll do. The guide is, I just leave it where it's at, it's fine. It may sound loud with this Sony camcorder. This mic on this camcorder is very sensitive, but it's not really too loud. need to wear like hearing protection, although I normally do. And it looks like the blade's got a little bit of wobble to it. Let's see if I can show you. It's got a little bit of walking to it. I did check to make sure that it was square, and it's fairly square. It does look like the blade is angled like this direction. Looks like the blade's angled like this slightly, so we'll see how it cuts. Alright, sorry, back to cutting. Just things I'm seeing as I'm just checking it out. Alright, it's actually pretty smooth. Wow. Alright, I'm pretty impressed with that. Let's see if it's square. Yeah, looks pretty good. I mean, of course, you know, that's straight out of the box, brand new blade. This is aluminum. Now you can tell that I wasn't pushing it hard, and I mean, it took a minute to cut this, but probably could stand it up on the vertical and it would cut better, cut quicker. But laying flat like that, yeah, pretty good cut. Alright, so I'm happy with that. Now mostly I cut aluminum, so if you cut steel, then you know, it's gonna vary, but most of the stuff I cut is aluminum. This is the other side, so yeah, really nice. You can't really tell if it's angled there. They look pretty square, but yeah, that's great. Alright, well guys, if you're looking for a compact, I would say, bandsaw for your shop, and you don't have much space like I do, you might want to look at one of these small 4-inch portable benchtop bandsaws. This one is a General International, and it was around $2.99 off of Amazon. I'll try to post a link in the video description if this is something you're interested in. I did see some wins. They were about Klutch, which was, again, there might have been a Jet like this, which was quite a bit more, and also a Grizzly version. But hey, they all look pretty much the same to me, so I thought I'd go with this one, and this was like the cheapest I could get. Guys, if you're new to my channel and you're just tuning in, click on that subscribe button down here below. That way when I post a new video, if it's something you're interested in, you can stop by and check it out. If you're in the market for, like I said, for a portable bandsaw and you don't have much room, this seems to be a good fit. I'll try to update more on this in the future, but I just wanted to do a quick video and show you just kind of go over it real quick. It's all cast. It looks really nice. It feels very sturdy, and I think it's going to work well. Guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and most importantly, be safe.